you're gonna be able to get 2-3 washes out of it.
Nike give you good quality with cheap labor.
But you gotta understand that's how they make their money. That's how they gonna give you the best quality, cheap quality.
They be trying to put they make it look flashy.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Well, black
people. We chase anything shiny. Anything shiny you dangle in front of us, we're gonna chase it because we want to be able to say we got the most shiniest thing in the world. And the crazy thing is, it comes from the mentality of we never had nothing. So since we never had nothing, now that you shining something dangling in front of us and shiny, nobody else got. All of us are reaching for it, and the first one to get it is the coolest. Or the first one to get it is the most successful. That's why you see it. This the new Maybach. I just got the new Maybach. You know what I mean, bro? You bought the Maybach for you, not to tell everybody you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I buy the stuff I buy because I enjoy it, not because I'm out there trying to stun on each other. Yeah, for what? Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna tell you I got this car. If you like my car, I'm gonna show you how I got it. Yeah. Me and Tone talk all the time. I told Tone, yo, this is what I'm doing with business. This one, he like, oh, that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because I don't want to be the only one riding around in the Benz. That don't make me feel better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to be ostracized. I want my whole team to be successful. You understand what I'm saying? I want everybody around. Like when you surround whoever you surround yourself and you give most energy to is who's gonna become the best at. So if you hang around a bunch of broke niggas, it's probably because you're gonna be a broke nigga or you one of the broke niggas. You know what I'm saying? I hang around nothing. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'll leave that room. I never want to be the smart because I'm always want to learn and do better. Yeah. What are you talking about? Jay-Z don't go back to Marcy Projects. Jay-Z go hang with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, and that's not by accident. He's soaking in information like, yo, they somewhere I need to be at. Yeah. So who I need to hang around the people where I want to be at.
Yeah, when you put yourself around them people, it ain't about, you know what I mean, them doing something for you because they might just turn you on to somebody else that's in line with what you need.
Man,
like,
so
thank you. I kind of been looking for that, but I wasn't gonna find that
over there. Yeah. So, but that's the key. In a situation where you we when our kids start reaching for the stars and reaching for dangling stuff, you know what I mean, shiny stuff, we don't reel them back in and say, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Those new Jordan ones that came out, they're not gonna make you be the coolest kid in the school. Yeah. They're not gonna get you into college. They're not gonna do nothing. People gonna say, oh, you got the new Jordans. Then once they get creased and dirty, they're gonna move on to the next person who got the new stuff. So that's why we constantly trying to chase it. If we teach our kids, it's internalized. So whatever I feel internally, white people don't walk around with Jordans on crazy stuff. They will have New Balances. They'll have a blue blazer on, white shirt, khakis, and New Balances with holes in them, and be comfortable in their skin. Yeah. You be like, yo, man, you got holes in your shoes. He be like, yeah, bro. Because guess what? He don't care. He riding around in a Subaru. He do not care. Guess what? All that. Dad's calling him. Yo, did you use the card this week? No, Dad, I didn't use the card. Okay, I'll just check it. Us give our kids the card. Man, I'm going to the mall. What you going to the mall for? I need a new watch, Dad. What you need a new watch for? Where you going? You already got 2 watches. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like our kids, instead of reeling them in and being like, no, we let them go because we feel like that's the way that they're going to chase their dreams, but they chasing the wrong dreams. Yeah, that's another thing.
Chasing them because of somebody else's image of life.
Exactly. We allow other people to influence what they think is success. And I'm like, yo, I tell my kids all the time, nobody defines your success. Success is defined by you. That's a fact. I tell even my students, we'll wrap up too, but I tell my students about, it's a basketball coach, I forgot his name, he coached at Dunbar, right? Because one of my lessons in my classroom is, do money equate to success? Like, are you successful if you have money? No, it doesn't. Because I'm telling, and I use real life people. Paris Hilton did not work for her money. Right. She's not successful. She's just rich. Yeah. Now, she may have done other stuff after she found out where she was at, status in life and all that, and became successful at that. But that doesn't make her successful because her family has money. Mm-hmm. It's a basketball coach in Baltimore. Dunbar coach. I forgot the boy name. He had like 12 players go to the NBA. Right. He's a successful coach, but he wasn't rich. You know what I'm saying? So having money doesn't make you successful. So we kind of, you have to balance. Like, we don't have those real conversations with black kids. Like, oh, you want it? Go work hard to get it, baby. Well, what you working hard to get it for? Is it for you to feel good about accomplishing something? Right. Or is it to pull up to the club and stunt on your boy? Like, yo, I got this brand new Maybach. Look what I just got. Like, are you getting a Maybach because it makes you feel better? Or are you getting a Maybach because you think it's going to make other people look at you different?
Yeah, you're going to get a reaction out of somebody else.
No, bro, listen. I got my little Infinity, I'm cool. Right. I got my old school, I'm cool. I got my little truck, I'm cool. I got my bike, I'm cool. Right. I don't care what nobody say. When my lady tell me all the time, babe, you got a shoe fetish. I do. I have a shoe fetish. I buy a lot of shoes. Wanna know why? Because buying a lot of shoes makes me feel good. I don't buy Jordans because everybody else. I don't even buy Jordans. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I don't even buy Jordans because we were taught if you to be different. And to be unique, man, you couldn't look like everybody else. You had to do the opposite. They do what everybody else. If you get all white Jordans, now everybody want all white Jordans. Like the way you said, yo, you go that way, I go this way. What are you talking about? I'm not going with y'all. So I'm like, yo, I'll buy what I want to buy because it makes me happy, not because they think it's cool. I don't worry about nobody else. When I leave the house, if I look in the mirror and say, yo, you look good today, boy, I'm good. Yo, it's funny because. Yeah, I text Tone like, hey, Tone, I see this shirt, man. Remind me of you. He be laughing. It's a shirt. It's an all-white shirt with ducks on it. He wears stuff like that, though. The shirt went $100. It was like $12, but he likes stuff like that. And then we shopping. I just finished talking to him. I'm like, yo, Tone, look at this. This is something you wear. He like, yeah, Mike, I rock that. So we laughing because that's just as men, that's camaraderie, yo. Yeah. We laugh at that, we joke at that, we play, and we keep moving.
Oh, side note, I just saw D-Wade.
We see D-Wade at?
I was at Sean Hammers a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah,
I walked in there. Yeah, he was with one of his boys. We was wrapping up. I told him, I was like, yo, come through, man.
We were trying to get D-Wade to the podcast. He be ducking us, man.
Yeah, man. Yep.
He always going to be family. We went through a little rough patch. Yeah. He always going to be my boy. We went through a rough patch, man. We and I share this with us and the audience because most people don't know who D-Wade is. So I ain't going to call his real name. But,
Wayne Wade is what we talking about.
We worked at a spot, and I ain't feel the way things was going, the direction that things was going. It was a little shaky to me, so I quit. Right. I mean, he felt like that made him look bad. And I'm like, I respect what you're saying, but you got to realize I got to do what's best for me.
Yeah.
And that's what was best for me at the time. I couldn't give you what you thought I should give you. And I guess he felt like I kind of not sabotaged him, but I didn't support him because I didn't stay. And I'm like, yo, I did the best I could.
Yeah, like
based
point,
on the circumstances.
If I'm your boy, you gotta understand my side too. Like at the end of the day, listen, I understand exactly what you're saying because I probably feel the same way. Like,
job and you quit. Yeah,
I get it, but you gotta see where I'm coming from too. Like, well, I don't know the circumstance, but if it's money, if it's like shit too far, if it's whatever, and I overstep my boundary or whatever reason, like. I gotta step back, observe that for myself, and be like,
yeah, and that's what happened.
I got the, you know what I mean?
I took a step back and I started watching things from a different angle, from a different perspective. You know what I mean?
That's it.
From different, what my mom say, different eyes. You gotta look at things from different eyes.
Yeah, you gotta step back.
And I stepped back, looked at things from different eyes, and was like, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a part of that. Maybe, and I told him this. We had a slight conversation. No, you're all right. We talked, but I told him this to be honest with him. I'm like, you didn't see things the way I was seeing.
That's all.
And that's all. So you gotta realize that wasn't for me.
You're the principal, so you got a different job than I have.
Yeah, so
and then your eyes definitely gonna be looking at it different.
But me, I'm like,
it's all good.
So, but yeah, it's still family. It's still my man. Still got love for him. You know what I'm saying? His, you know what I mean? We still got real connection.
You gotta always be able to disagree, agree to disagree.
And that's one of the things that I love about our podcast. Is we'll sit in here and Sin to be like, "No, Mike, I don't agree with that," and I'll be like, "Why?" And then we move on to the next topic.
Right?
Like Sin ain't gonna be like, "Mike, get out my dojo, don't never come." You know what I'm saying? Because that's healthy conversation.
Yes.
And this is one of the reasons I started the podcast, and I say this all the time because I want society to see Black men disagree and still love each other. Because they think all disagreements end in violence. And it does not.
Ignorance usually.
Yeah, ignorance does. We're not ignorant. It's okay for some to think that that's not real or that's not
and
true.
vice versa.
Yeah, and it's all right, man. I ain't worried about that. Like life moves on. We got bigger fish.
But it's still a learning. Here's another thing. It's still a learning process. Because even if there's something you probably didn't hear because you was talking. But it's something I was like, I don't know. But then as you kept talking, I said, I said it. I actually said it. I saw what you saw.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but when we go back and I'll point it out. But even in disagreement, you learn. I may disagree with something now, but a day or two later or whatever, something might happen. That's what he meant. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's growth. And people don't understand. And I talk to this about my lady too. Growth is painful because like there's no growth you can happen that's going to be like easy. Like all growth comes with some struggle. Right. And you know what I mean? In order for us as a society, especially as a black men group, in order for us to grow, we're gonna go through some pains. You know what I'm saying? And I don't just mean a podcast, I'm talking about in real life. We're gonna go through some pains. How do we get even? We gotta do some things. So, final thoughts, man. What y'all think, Tom? What you got to say, buddy?
Final thoughts. Before we get into that, I got one quick thing. We ain't gotta take a whole bunch of time on it. You know the fight Saturday night, Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Who y'all like? I'm gonna tell y'all quick. You know I'm going Devin Haney.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that.
I'm trying to figure out a round.
You gonna be?
I'm going with Lomachenko.
I'm trying to figure out a round right now because I think it ain't gonna go all the way.
7.
I like
7. It's gonna take 3 rounds to fill each other out.
I'm feeling 5 to 7.
I'm thinking 7.
It's gonna
go 6 plus or minus 6 rounds. I take that too.
I'm going with Lomo.
Okay, can't go wrong.
You like the underdog.
Yeah. Your final word.
Final words, man. I be doing a lot of studying lately, looking up the guy that I look at a lot. He got me looking at a lot of words. He's like, you gotta look up all these words, this, that, and third. And I challenge everybody to look up words too. I got 3 words: honor, dishonor, and duty. Look up them 3 words. Just look them up. Look them up in a nice little law dictionary. You're gonna learn something.
There you go.
For me, I learned something this week, and the brother said, "Don't push your kids, pull your kids," and that made a lot of sense to me. Wherever you want your kids to go there, and say, "Come with me, hey, go check this out." Because when you push your kids, sometimes they don't. There's nothing there, like they don't know what's there, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing that this week. I'm going to be working on. I have a financial advisor. I'm getting ready to do some things, and my son is 20-something. I always tell him, son, you got to save money. I saved money for him too. I did at one point. 21, he already got his money now. But I saved money for him, but I never invested money for him. So I was like, son, you got to do this, that, and the third. You got to invest your money. But when people told me that when I was young, I didn't listen.
Yeah,
I never had nobody pull me. I only had people to push me.
You got to show them too.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm setting this appointment, just as an example. I'm setting this appointment, my financial advisor, and I asked my son to come with me. He said he'd go.
That's good.
Yeah, so when he said he'd go, get the information.
Yeah, open his mind up.
The information getting to him.
It might not hit right here, but 2 years from now, he's like, I remember that. Let me grab this. Final thoughts, couple things. So for me, I just want to tell our audience, make sure that you value yourself. Don't expect you out of nobody else. Because a lot of times what happens is we meet people, we deal people, and we treat people like we want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they're going to treat us the exact same way. And then your feelings get hurt, or you get mad, or you get angry. And you gotta be like, yo, that person is not me. I would have did it that way. That person is not me. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, to the audience, man, listen.
Right there.
Well, you're only gonna get out of something, someone, anything, what you put into it. So, and that's kind of the realest thing I could ever say. Like whatever energy you give somebody is the same energy you should be expecting. So if you don't love somebody if you don't love somebody 100%, don't expect them to love you 100%. You know what I'm saying? Kids, if you don't study for your test, don't expect to get 100 on your test. Like you got to invest something to get something back. All right. Make sure you always love yourself. I say it for Earl. I say it for me. Love everybody. Put God first. You know what I'm saying? Believe in Jesus, your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And make sure you guys do things that make you happy. I say that all the time. But for me, I do not do things that don't make me. Listen, if I wish my girl was on the show. We're gonna have an episode where everybody bring their ladies and we just talk. But yo, you gotta ask my girl when she start getting on my.
I'm not going to have
you know?
I got one thing to add to the back end, man, about mental health. I'm bringing it up a lot, man.
No, we're gonna talk, man. We're gonna talk about mental health.
I don't care if you do or don't know nobody. If you ain't spoken to nobody in a while, or if you just around somebody, man, ask them how they doing, man.
Yeah.
That one small thing. Just ask them how they doing.
Or do you need anything?
Yeah. Do you
Are
need
you good?
help? Like,
Are you good?
Hear that, bro. Like small stuff.
Be genuine about it. Actually, be willing to help.
Because they might tell you some deep stuff, and you gotta be ready to take it. So don't just be asking willy nilly, but be sincere about it.
Yeah, and just to finish up, what was I saying?
Bring your girls in.
Oh yeah. You can ask my lady like when she started the huffing and puffing. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call you back because I'm not one of those. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. You're not about to mess my happiness up. I'm about to get off the phone with you and cut this music on. I'm about to listen to Maxwell. I'm about to listen to a little Jay-Z, a little Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Before I know it, 30 minutes passed. You texted me back. Did you get something to eat yet? I forgot what we was arguing about. I'm not about to let nobody steal my happiness.
Yeah.
Not even my own wife, my own lady. So
positive thoughts, positive vibes. Keep all your positive energies.
Yeah. Right. So you know what I mean? That's real. So we will see y'all next week. Thanks for joining us, man. Peace. Sorry we didn't have a fourth. We had a bunch of people out, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? People had meetings, just a whole bunch of stuff out. So we had to kind of change things up, but we still wanted to bring y'all some energy. So thank y'all so much for attending and joining and being a part of. My lady texted me like, I can't see you on the camera. I know people out there watching. You know what I'm saying? So tune in next week.
Hey, tell them again.
You know what I mean? So tune in next week. A lot of times, what I noticed too, I can say this on camera, is a lot of our people, they view us, then they get off, but then they'll go back and check their joint out later. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, and you know what I'm saying, so we can get our views up, get some sponsorship, bring y'all more good content, more topics, more energy, more content.
And if y'all got something y'all want us to comment,
please shoot us an email, shoot us a text, whatever. All right. Peace.
Good stuff, fellas.
Always.